right now. This is Samuel 9, 1 to 15.
Yes. David asked, "Is anyone left from the royal house of Saul? If there is, I want to be kind to him because of Jonathan." Ziba was a servant of Saul's family. David sent for him to come and see him. The king said to him, "Are you Ziba?" "I'm ready to serve you," he replied. The king asked, "Isn't anyone left from the royal house of Saul? God has been very kind to me. I would like to be kind to someone in the same way." Ziba answered the king, "A son of Jonathan is still living. Both of his feet were hurt. Where is he?" he asked. Ziba answered, "He's in the town of Lodabar. He's staying at the house of Machir, the son of Amiel." So King David was brought from Maker's house in Lodabar. Came to David, who was son of Jonathan, the son of Saul. Say it one more time. Bowed down to David to show him respect. David said, "I'm ready to serve you," he replied. "Don't be afraid." David told him, "You can be sure that I will be kind to you. You can be sure that I will be kind to you because of your family, Father Jonathan. I'll give back to you all the land that belongs to your grandfather Saul, and I'll provide what you need." Bow down to David. He said, "Who am I? Why should you pay attention to me? I'm nothing but a dead dog." Then the king sent to Saul's servant Ziba. He said to him, I'm giving your master's grandson everything that belongs to Saul and his family. You and your sons and your servants must farm the land for him. You must bring the crops and he'll be taken care of, or I'll always provide what he needs. Ziba and 15 sons and 20 servants. Then Ziba and the king, "I'll do anything you command me to do. You are my king and master." So David provided what needed. He treated him like one of the king's sons. Had a young son named Micah, and all the members of Ziba's family became servants of, say twice now, lived in Jerusalem. The king always provided what he needed. Both of his feet were hurt.
Okay. Thank you, Trevor. So that was kind of long, but so Mephibosheth was the son of Jonathan, who was the son of Saul. And the custom was back in that day, any of the descendants of the king at that time, when a new king came in, they were to be killed. So the new king wouldn't have any rivalry or claim to the throne from anyone else. But in this case, Mephibosheth's nurse had run away from Jerusalem in fear that she and Mephibosheth were going to be killed because of the custom. But so David was king for a while, and then he thought of Jonathan, who was his best friend at the time. And he asked his handservant, "Is there anyone else from the line of Saul I wish to honor him," basically. And they soon found Mephibosheth, but when Mephibosheth's nurse was running, she accidentally dropped Mephibosheth, who was just a little baby at the time. And so both of his feet were crippled. He couldn't use his legs. So David invited Mephibosheth to his table and cared for Mephibosheth and all of his family. And he had some of his servants get a big area of land and went to Mephibosheth and his family. So that was a pretty good deal for Mephibosheth. So now to the application points. So what would you be remembered for? David was one of, you could say he was the Boy Scout model before Boy Scouts was even invented. Because, sorry. Because David was, a lot of the things that David did are part of the Boy Scout law. He was brave. David fought a lion and a bear with nothing but his bare hands while protecting them from the sheep before he became king, because he was a shepherd. David was trustworthy. He did his job well. He was brave again. He fought and killed Goliath in battle. He was loyal, and he was a good friend. He had a friendship with Jonathan, and it was a very good friendship. And he also refused to kill King Saul, even when King Saul was trying to kill him. He was obedient to both God and to the king, even if the king was trying to kill him. He was reverent. The Psalms and David's prayers were all to God. He cried out to God for help a couple of times, but most of his Psalms, if you read through the book of Psalms in the Bible, most of his songs are praise. He was helpful, he was courteous, he was kind. David's kindness to Mephibosheth, who was crippled. Normally, if he was anybody else, he would have killed Mephibosheth. But he didn't. So these are the things that David is remembered for, that shaped his life, his relationship with others, and his reign as king. There are also characteristics that we know about God, because David is called a man after God's own heart. When will you start? What do people say about you when you're not in uniform? Start now to be remembered for good things. Alright, so now if you would lead us in 10,000 years.
Sure I will.
Oh, and then I'm gonna just cross the prayer after that.
Do that first?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all have to sing. If you don't sing, you're just going to hear me sing. Nobody wants that. Not to mention, I don't really know the second and third verse. So once you catch on, you need to be singing. All right?
It's also in your book.
Well, yeah, all the words are in there. Of course. So you may already sing this song at your church, or you may have heard it on the radio. If you haven't, that's okay too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through the chorus, and if you know it, go ahead and join in. If you don't, pay attention. We'll do it one more time. Okay? Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
Oh, my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship Your holy name.
Now you have to sing. You ready? I'm going to come around the guitar here again.